Our processionals into the arena will be led by the Grand Marshal, the University President, members of the University of Toledo Board of Trustees, and the University Administrators. We will begin our ceremony with the presentation of the flag of the United States. This will be led by the University of Toledo's Army ROTC Color Guard and Pershing Rifles. The presentation of the flag will be followed by the processionals.
morning. Commencement marks a time for celebration. It's a time to celebrate personal growth, the rewards of hard work, and the many opportunities available through higher education. It's also a new chapter. Graduates leaving university life behind to transition into a competitive workforce, ready to find their place and to pursue lifelong goals. For others, today represents the beginning of a new stage of university life as they pursue additional academic goals. The University of Toledo is deeply grateful that you chose us to help prepare you to achieve success. We are extremely proud of your success to date and honored to share this celebration with you and your family. And we know how hard you've worked to reach today's milestone. Please stand and join me in opening our ceremonies by singing the national anthem, which will be led by Moises Salazar. Moises is a junior in vocal performance. He is from Santa Ana, California. Members of the University of Toledo's Army, ROTC, Color Guard, and Pershing Rifles will present the colors. Please be seated. Members of the graduating class, trustees, faculty, distinguished guests, parents and friends, good morning. To our graduates, you did it. No matter what your choice of study, I know there were many times that were not easy. There were hardships and many sacrifices you made along the way in order to pursue your degree. I hope you're as proud of your accomplishments as I am. I want to thank the university's dedicated faculty and staff, the mentors, instructors, coaches, and advisors whose work has enabled the achievements we celebrate today. It's our graduates who grow and thrive, but our faculty who provide the seeds and nourishment for their learning. The genuine enthusiasm, wisdom, and ongoing dedication of our faculty are critical components in ensuring UT students reach their full potential. For that reason, I'd like to ask the faculty and staff members with us today to please stand now and be recognized. Our thanks to them. Will the college marshals please rise so they may be recognized? And will all alumni marshals, which include members of the Golden Alumni Society, those who have graduated at least 50 years ago, please stand to be recognized. Thanks to each and every one of you. It is now my privilege to recognize several distinguished persons who have joined us to celebrate this occasion. I'd like to begin with those members of our Board of Trustees who are present. I'll ask each to stand and be recognized as I call their name. Please hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. Ms. Sharon Spire, Chair. Mr. Stephen Kavanaugh, Vice Chair. Mr. Jeffrey Cole. Mr. Will Lucas. Ms. Mary Ellen Pisanelli. Mr. Gary Thiemann. Please join me in recognizing them. I now would like to recognize members of the Platform Party. I will ask each of them to stand as their name is called. Again, please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Dr. Andrew Shue, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Heidi Apple, Dean, Jessup Scott Honors College. Dr. Nagi Naganathan, Dean, College of Engineering. Dr. Barbara Kopp Miller, Dean, University College. Ms. Mary Humphreys, Grand Marshal and President of Faculty Senate. Dr. John Lowe, Associate Dean, College of Health and Human Services. Dr. Christopher Cooper, Executive Vice President for Clinical Affairs and Dean of the College of Medicine and Life Sciences. Dr. Karen Bjorkman, Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Chen, Associate Dean, College of Nursing. Dr. Johnny Early, Dean, College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Dr. Virginia Kyle, Interim Dean, Judith Erb College of Education. Dr. Gary Inch, Dean, College of Business and Innovation. Dr. Jamie Barlow, Dean, College of Arts and Letters. Dr. Amanda Bryant Friedrich, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Ms. Barbara Floyd, Interim Director of University Libraries. Dr. Constance Schall, Graduate Council Chair. Mr. Stuart Cubbin, President, UT Alumni Association. Dr. Willie McKether, Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion, Vice Provost. Dr. Kay Patton, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Please join me in recognizing them. Thank you. I now call upon Board of Trustees Chair Sharon Spire, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, President Gaber. It is my sincere pleasure this morning to introduce Dr. Timothy Law Snyder. Dr. Snyder is the 16th president of Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, California. He is the distinguished American educator, computational mathematician, academic administrator, musician, and podcaster. Dr. Snyder was born in Ohio and graduated in 1981 from the University of Toledo with a BA degree in psychology and a BS degree in mathematics. He earned an MS degree in mathematics from the University of Toledo in 1983 and then earned an MA degree in 1985, as well as a doctoral degree in 1987 in computational mathematics from Princeton University. Later in the program, Dr. Snyder will be conferred an honorary degree for his tremendous accomplishments. At this time, we will honor his lifelong contributions. We are very grateful and excited to have Dr. Snyder as our guest this morning. And without further delay, please allow me to announce our fellow Rocket, Dr. Timothy Law Snyder.
Thank you, Chairwoman Spire. Chairwoman Spire, members of the board, President Gaber, Provost Shue, faculty, staff, administrators, and parents, children, and family members of the class of 2016, and members of the class of 2016, welcome. Thank you for honoring me on such an ice day. Students, you haven't graduated yet? This will be your last class, and I promise you we'll be done within 50 minutes. I'm happy to be home, back here in Toledo, and I'm delighted to be with each of you. And my thoughts for you today will come in three parts. First, today is special not just for you, but for all of humankind. For our time is startlingly different from what preceded us. Second, you are suited to meet the demands of today as well as those of our tomorrows. And in the third part, I'll let you know that your life architecture need not be constructed now. No worries, it will evolve with you. So let's begin. Our time is special, startlingly different from what preceded us. Following the example of theologian Jack Haught, let's imagine our human history as a 300-page book. Were we to write such a book, we would find that language and writing first appear on the last page or two. The World Wide Web, which is the same age as students who graced this stage just a couple of years ago, would show up as the last word of our book. And in that very last word of our 300-page history, something dramatic has happened. We went from communicating with a few dozen people, as we did as individuals for about 2 million years, to having the ability to expand our human connections to hundreds, to thousands, hundreds of thousands. Cross-cultural communication brings us into a new cave. And it is not the 20 to 30 person hunter-gatherer cave that anthropology professor Seamus Mitras taught me about in the first course I ever took here in 1977, a few days ago over in University Hall. It is a cave in which we have never dwelled. And this great bend in the human story, in human connectivity, brings us new burdens, but also a new capacity. As we collide now with different languages, habits, arts, economies, ecologies, customs, virtual realities, visions, versions of God. For millions of years, we gestured, or we wrote graphically. Now we Snapchat to the world. Our children swipe book pictures, expecting them to move, grow, shrink on demand. Visitors text on the way rather than showing up unannounced. And yoga instructors ask when they arrive in the studio, is there Wi-Fi so I can Spotify? At least in California they do that. Meanwhile, a landmark disruption has shaken life and its development. For millions of years, we were formed slowly through natural selection. Now, as we change our environment faster than we can adapt to it, the evolutionary mechanisms that governed our adaptation to date are suddenly rendered too slow to help us. And that means that adaptation is now in our hands. And it must come, for the first time in the history of life, from our minds. To what does this lead? Our need to adapt using our minds drives us to be creative, imaginative. Our hyperconnectedness drives us to be global, to understand where and how different disciplines and ways of thinking and being complement and interact with one another. In short, today's world needs people like you, educated persons like you. Millions of years have set a stage for a new way of being for which you are now responsible, from which, if you do well, humankind can experience greater joy. Which leads us to our current moment, your today, your moment. And this is part 2 of my talk. So for you YouTubers, the little dot is right now about 1/3 of the way through toward the end. You are suited to meet today as well as our tomorrows, and let me outline 3 features that demonstrate this. First, you are the most capable generation in history. Time and again, I read articles describing our millennial generation as one of entitlement, of naivete, rife with unearned demands and inability to withstand challenges. These sentiments are dead wrong. Today's students, you witness a world in which pundits pound podia, occupy polar standards, and refuse to compromise. You see creativity annihilated as parents and older adults accept fully the scripts from one political party while denying every plank of the other party. You are yearning for and you are acting toward a significantly more creative future, and you're doing it with admirable conscience. You understand diversity and diversity's ultimate value. You understand that none of us selected the family, the economics, the location, the time in history, or the soma type into which we have been born. You understand that human progress is always founded on a collision of different ideas or persons of different backgrounds and characteristics who come together to create something harmoniously brilliant. You know that diversity improves the lives of all those here, all those to come, and that of the earth itself. Your moral compass, with deep care for the environment, human health, ethical approaches to the world and to your work, and your desire for meaning in your work while balancing work with a life of meaning is truly admirable. Now, I know not all of you are millennials, but maybe some of it rubbed off while you hung around with them while you were here. It's okay to laugh. You're going to graduate in about, again, 45 minutes or so. Indeed, you are the most capable generation in our history. A second feature that prepares you for our world, you have as fine an education as humankind has ever offered. The instruction I experienced here at the University of Toledo was notably better than what I received in my doctoral studies while at Princeton. As UT graduates, you are gifted with valuable tools in thinking, being nimble, and in acting. A third feature you carry, we, stand on the shoulders of giants of generosity, persons of our past who made our lives greater, mostly nameless to us. They've given us wisdom, love, invention, custom, creation. Somewhere, somebody coined a new word that we now use daily. Somewhere, somebody first depicted us on a rock wall. Somewhere, somebody first popped a piece of popcorn. And then somebody was brave enough to eat it. That had to be a scary moment. Imagine that. Somewhere, somebody's first kissed. That was a pretty good invention. We know the names of none of these people, but those of our future will seek to stand on such gifted generosity. You will gift them in every successful, well-intentioned action you take. Speaking of giants of generosity, could I please ask the parents of the class of 2016 to stand? Even the parents themselves have forgotten all the gifts that they have granted through their lives. Could I again please ask the faculty to stand, along with staff, administrators, student development professionals, and others. I note off script that none of these individuals were required to be here today, none. Nor are the trustees who are here today. They're here because they care about you. So let me summarize where we've been here so far. You've obviously arrived at a stunning bend in human history, and you're carrying three features with you. You are as capable as any generation in our history, you are educated monumentally, and you can create, as was created for you, a future on which others later will stand. So now let's, in the third part of this chat, think about how you will navigate what is next. My message, your life architecture need not be constructed now, it will evolve with you. Like so many of you, I did not have, when I was leaving my world at UT, any master roadmap toward my life. I did not plan to be a university president until I was offered the presidency at LMU just a couple of years ago. I have taken life in a epoch-by-epoch journey, praying that I can do better, always looking to do better. But better for me is like the version of St. Ignatius, what he calls the magis. He calls better a restless desire to do better for others. which reminds me of professors like Seamus Mitras, Professor Peter Fraley, or professors of our mathematics and statistics department, Westcott Veo, Harvey Wolf, Marty Pettit, George Kurtz, Henry Wente, and Ivy Jr. Stein in our mathematics and statistics department, whose deep care for me as a person and as a thinker demonstrated how care for others can blossom into yet greater care for others. Professor Veo literally filled out part of my application for UT's master's program while I wallowed in summer courses, roadmap-free, following my graduation. Though I was free of a master plan, I always aimed as high as I could go. For example, I took the risk of applying at Princeton. They were ranked #1 in the country in math at the time. One professor said, "Don't do that, it's aiming a bit too high." But I got in thanks to my UT professors' letters of recommendations and to the education they gave me. Without a plan, I bounced, it seems like now, looking back, from Princeton to Georgetown to Fairfield to Loyola, Maryland, to the Berklee College of Music, and now to LMU. And what propelled me was simple: openness to invitations and my mantra to go where I could best serve others. That has been the single determining factor in every decision I have made. And I now recognize that I had a roadmap, and it was one born from my professors and from my faith. Being a person for others was my roadmap. So at no point do you need to have your future figured out too deeply, especially in our increasingly dynamic times. In this life, the one I have, the one each of you has, we grow bit by bit, we grow frame by frame, with bumps on a road that improves gradually for those who work hard, and especially for those who care. Although it may seem to the contrary, please know that good people finish first. The myth that they finish last comes from our inability to see how occasionally a person not necessarily deserving of something gets lucky. And if you follow the trajectories of people who do well for others, you invariably find that they finish well above those who select less noble pathways. So, go with confidence. Go with the understanding of your special human moment relative to our vast and recent pasts. Go with the understanding that you have tools at the ready for tomorrow's needs. Go knowing that you and those of your generation who surround you are at the ready more than any who have preceded you. Go knowing that the University of Toledo has brought you amazing, bountiful gifts that will fuel the fires of a rocket-refined, rocket-ready, rocket-ripe future. As St. Ignatius, the founder of the Jesuits, implores us, go forth and set the world on fire. Rocket fire! Congratulations, 2016, go!
Thank you, Dr. Snyder. Your tremendous skills and varied experience have greatly impacted the lives of thousands of students across this country. We thank you for sharing your insight and inspiration with us today. Let's give him another hand. I now call upon Ms. Sharon Spire, Board of Trustees Chair, who will present Dr. Timothy Law Snyder the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Right, yeah, right. He's negotiating his book fines. Okay. President Gaber, I have the honor to present Dr. Timothy Law Snyder, who is a candidate for honorary degree. Dr. Hsu will present the citation for this candidate.
Dr. Timothy Law Snyder, your inquisitive mind has propelled you from simple Midwestern roots to a distinguished career in higher education, where you thrive as the 16th president of Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. Understanding the crucial importance of crossing disciplines, you advocate for greater partnership between universities and fine art, film, and technology companies. Moreover, you encourage increased study overseas to broaden mind while lessening distance between cultures and countries. Excelling in undergraduate degrees in both psychology and mathematics at the University of Toledo, you rigorous scholarship continued with pursuit of a master's degree in mathematics from UT, as well as an additional master's and a doctoral degree in computational mathematics from Princeton University. Later, you shared your knowledge through teaching at Berklee College of Music in Boston, the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, and Georgetown University, where you were chair of the Department of Computer Science, Georgetown's first Dean of Science, and the Wright Family Distinguished Professor in the Department of Computer Science. As Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at Fairfield University, Fairfield, Connecticut, and later as Vice President for Academic Affairs at the Loyola University, Maryland, Baltimore, you honed your skills as an academic administrator. Then in 2015, you were appointed president of Loyola Marymount University, becoming the school's second lay president. After working nearly 30 years in Jesuit institutions, you realized the sacred duty of a university educator is not only to educate well, but also to educate with purpose, to forge faith with reason. You have published and presented nationwide on your research interests, including data structures, design and analysis of algorithms, geometric probability, digital processing, and computer music. More recently, you have worked on risk assessment and its applications in areas such as airline travel safety and preventing HIV. And your long-standing passion for the transformative use of technology to foster learning led you to create LCAST, a series of podcasts aimed at helping students. Computational mathematician, former lead singer in a rock and punk band, distinguished educator, university president, author, nationwide lecturer and podcaster, Dr. Schneider. We honor you for operating at the intersection of mathematics and music, teaching and administering, creating and computing, lecturing and learning. Each informs and illuminates the other, enabling you to capture the curiosity of scholars and lay people alike. And so, the University of Toledo is proud to confer on you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Dr. Timothy Law Snyder, we're honored to have you join us this morning at the University of Toledo. We're especially proud that you're a UT alumnus. We commend you on your success since graduation and honor you for excelling in multiple fields: mathematics, public speaking, teaching, higher education administration, podcasting, and music composition, to name only a few. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. Congratulations. At this time, I invite Mr. Stuart Cubbin, President of our University of Toledo's Alumni Association, to welcome the members of our graduating class to the distinguished ranks of our alumni body.
President Gaber, honored and distinguished guests, faculty, staff members, family, friends, and most especially our graduates. On behalf of the University of Toledo Alumni Association, I would like to add our congratulations to the good wishes of everyone here today. Although today is a time for celebration and parties, we know of the hard work that each of you put into getting their degrees. Once the parties are over, we know that you'll be anxious to take your diploma out into the world and make a difference. You have the tools and the opportunities are many. We hope that all of you, no matter what field you enter, take up leadership roles of one sort or another. You owe it to yourselves and you owe it to our future. We have no doubt that you will make a difference in this world. We have great faith in you, and you make us proud. To help you remain connected to UT and other alumni as well, we are giving you a complimentary membership in the Alumni Association. This is free to you for 5 years. The Alumni Association can enrich your life with connections for many years to come. There are many UT alumni located throughout the world. Wherever you go, your Alumni Association can help you find them. Plus, the Alumni Association will help you keep connected to your alma mater. So please keep the association in mind as you go forward. And as of right now, you belong. Congratulations and best wishes to you.
Thank you, Mr. Cubbin. President Gaber, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests and parents, relatives and friends, it is my pleasure to announce the presentation of our degree candidates. There are 93 candidates for doctoral degrees. I now call upon Dr. Amanda Bryant Friedrich, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, who will present the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the College of Arts and Letters, Business and Innovation, Judith Herb College of Education, Health and Human Services, Medicine and Life Sciences, Natural Science and Mathematics, Nursing, Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences.
Good morning, and what a good morning it is. Candidates for doctoral degrees will please rise. Woohoo! President Gaber, I have the honor to present candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Philosophy in Manufacturing and Technology Management, Occupational Therapy Doctorate, Doctorate of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy in Medicinal Chemistry. The completion of a doctoral degree is a major accomplishment and reflects years of dedication and hard work. As Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, I offer my warmest congratulations to our newest recipients in recognition of their efforts. Please join me in recognizing these candidates.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates for all doctoral degrees, including those in absentia, the degrees for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of that degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. The doctoral graduates may now move their tassels from the back left of their mortarboards to the front left side. Please join me in recognizing these doctoral degree recipients. Congratulations.
I now invite the candidates for all doctoral degrees to come forward to receive the congratulations of President Gaber, Board of Trustees Spire, and myself. Dr. Susan Pocott, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, College of Graduate Studies, will assist me in presenting diploma cases to the candidates. Dr. Constance Shaw, Graduate Council Chair, and Ms. April Gardner, Assistant Professor, will read the names of the doctoral candidates and their advisors.
David E. Chatfield, hooded by Dr. David Mabin, and his son, Seth Chatfield.
Monica
Tyson
Lawson, hooded by Camellia London.
Tyson Pinion, hooded by Dr. David Mabin.
Sean Walsh.
Kendra Dufault, hooded by Dr. Lee Charlotte.
David Marino, hooded by Greg Snyder.
Yusuf Al-Tobaidi.
Martha Champa, hooded by Dr. Robert Schultz.
Jindong Zhang, hooded by Dr. Amal Syed.
Michelle Howard Brahani, hooded by Dr. David Howard.
Laura Sana Lee, hooded by Dr. J.J. Shi.
Samir Jar, hooded by Dr. Peter Lindquist.
Hai Nguyen, hooded by Dr. Peter Andriana.
Jennifer Capel, hooded by Dr. Susan Sohaki.
Anthony Boyer, hooded by Dr. Lynn Hamer.
Jessica Wei Kuhn, hooded by Dr. Marilyn Wood.
Charmine Nishat, hooded by Dr. Peter Andriana.
Jennifer Robacher, hooded by Dr. Marilyn Wood.
Shelley McNally, hooded by Dr. Ruslan Slutsky.
Heidi Shank, hooded by Dr. Eileen Walsh.
Michelle Dede, hooded by Dr. Lawrence Anderson. Zhao Ning Song, hooded by Dr. Lawrence Anderson.
Jennifer Wheaton Galliers, hooded by Dr. Eileen Walsh.
Alexander Cimaroli, hooded by Dr. Lawrence Anderson Huang.
Ashley Cook, hooded by Dr. Susan Batten.
Benjamin Scott Cheney, hooded by Dr. Christopher Cooper. Stephanie McGuire Wise, hooded by Dr. John Laux. Mark Dufour, hooded by Dr. Christine Mayer and Dr. Song Chen. Brian Kahn, hooded by Dr. Terry Bijoni.
Congratulations again to all the doctoral degree recipients. There are 552 candidates for master's degrees, 18 candidates for graduate certificates, and 14 candidates for education specialists. Candidates for undergraduate degrees include 1,346 for baccalaureate degrees and 43 for associate degrees. 20 of our candidates have completed the requirements for fulfillment of their baccalaureate study through our university's Jessup Scott Honors College. They're wearing medallions attached to gold ribbons in order to commemorate high achievement in the rigorous honors curricula here at the University of Toledo. Degree candidates graduating from the Jessup Scott Honors College, please rise to be recognized for your outstanding accomplishments. Let's give them a big round of applause. Please be seated. At this time, we would also like to recognize the candidates who have completed the Army ROTC program and have been commissioned as officers and are graduating today. Would the new officers who are with us today please stand? Thank you. A number of our graduating candidates today are also wearing honor cords. Those wearing blue and gold twisted cords are graduating baccalaureates with highest distinction of summa cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative graduate point average of 3.9 or higher for all college work. Those wearing blue cords are graduating baccalaureates with higher distinction or magna cum laude to qualify. These students had to earn a cumulative grade point average at least 3.6 for all college work. Those wearing gold cords are graduating baccalaureates with high distinction or cum laude. To qualify, these students had to earn cumulative graduate point average of at least 3.3 for all college work. Those wearing white cords are graduating associates with high scholarship. To qualify, these students had to earn a cumulative grade points average of at least 3.3 for all college work at associate level. Please join me in applause to acknowledge the scholastic achievement of all these students. Congratulations to all. On behalf of the University of Toledo community and the student veterans of the American UT chapter, it is my privilege and honor to recognize those graduates adorned with a red, white, and blue military honor cord. These courageous men and women have served or are currently serving in the United States Armed Forces. We thank you for your distinguished service and your sacrifices for our country. Please stand and be recognized. We thank you. Please be seated. I now call Dean Jamie Barlow, who will present the candidates for graduate certificates, master's, and baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Letters. Dr. Barlow.
Thank you. Good morning. Will all candidates for graduate certificates and master degrees from the College of Arts and Letters please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Liberal Studies. Please join me in recognizing these graduate certificate and master's degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students have graduated summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called. Chantal S. Crane, Evelina Hartus, Maria D. Johnson, Aaron F. Kelly, Nolan M. Thomaswick. Let's give them a round of applause. Please be seated. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Letters please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Please be seated.
I now call Dean Gary Inch, who will present the candidates for master's, baccalaureate, and associate degrees in the College of Business and Innovation.
Good morning. Will all candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Business and Innovation please stand up? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Business and Innovation, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration and Master of Science in Accounting. Please join me in recognizing these master degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise and remain standing as their names are called. Heather A. Dietrich, Yu Liu, Amro Maktabi, Jocelyn M. Malloy, and Abby A. Izenga. Please join me in congratulating these students, if they're there. Please be seated. Will all candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business and Innovation please rise? President Gaber, as the Dean of the College of Business and Innovation, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Applied Organizational Technology. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate candidates. Please be seated. Will all candidates for the associate degrees from the College of Business and Innovation please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Business and Innovation, I am pleased to present candidates for the degrees of Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Business, Business Management Technology, Associate of Applied Business, Business Management Technology Accounting, and Associate of Technical Studies. Please join me in recognizing these associate degree candidates. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Inch. I now call upon Interim Dean Virginia Kyle, who will present the candidates for graduate certificate, education specialists, master's and baccalaureate degrees in the Judith Erb College of Education.
Will all candidates for graduate certificate, education specialist, and master's degrees from the Judith Herb College of Education please rise? President Gaber, as Interim Dean of the Judith Herb College of Education, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Education Specialist, Master of Education, Master of Music in Music Education, and Master of Science and Education. Please join me in recognizing these graduate certificate, education specialist, and master degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called: Julie L. Andorka, Emily T. Hare, Regina J. Jankowski, Jamie A. Schindler. Please be seated. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the Judith Herb College of Education please rise? President Gaber, as Interim Dean of the Judith Herb College of Education, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Please be seated.
I now call upon Associate Dean John Locks to present the candidates for graduate certificate, education specialists, master's, baccalaureate, and associate degrees in the College of Health and Human Services.
Will all candidates for graduate certificate, education specialist, and master degrees from the College of Health and Human Services please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased to present the candidates for graduate certificate and the degrees of Education Specialist, Master of Arts, Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Exercise Science, and Master of Social Work. Please join me in recognizing the graduate certificate, education specialist, and master's degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called: Allison T. Bruno, Ellen M. Deemer, Marissa N. Lucarelli, Alexandra E. Manival, Regina Mate, Brandy S. Pelfrey, Haley C. Poland, Ashley B. Weiss. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Health and Human Services please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Care, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work. Please join me and recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Please take your seats. Will all candidates for associate degrees in the College of Health and Human Services please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased to present the candidate for the degree of Associate of Applied Arts. Please join me in recognizing these associate degree candidates. Thank you. Please be seated.
I now call upon Dean Christopher Cooper, College of Medicine and Life Sciences, to present the candidates for graduate certificate and master's degrees from the College of Medicine and Life Sciences.
Will all candidates for graduate certificates and master's degrees from the College of Medicine and Life Sciences please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Medicine and Life Sciences, I am pleased to present the candidates for graduate certificates and degrees of Masters of Science and Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences. Please join me in recognizing these graduate certificate and master degree candidates. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper. I now call upon Dean Karen Bjorkman, who will present the candidates for master's and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Natural Science and Mathematics.
Will all the candidates for master degrees from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Science. Please join me in recognizing these degree candidates. Please be seated. The following students will graduate summa cum laude. They are asked to rise as their names are called. Myrna R. Naji, Andrew Thomas. Let's congratulate these students. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology. Please join me in recognizing these degree candidates. Please be seated. Thank you, and way to go, rocket scientists.
I now call upon Associate Dean Huixia Chen, who will present the candidates for master's and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Nursing.
Good morning. Will all candidates for master's degree from the College of Nursing please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Nursing, I'm pleased to present the candidate for the degree of Master of Science in Nursing. Please join me in recognizing this master degree candidate. Please be seated. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Nursing please rise? President Gaber, as Associate Dean of the College of Nursing, I am pleased to present the candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Please join me in recognizing this baccalaureate degree candidate. Please be seated.
I now call upon Dean Johnny Early, who will present the candidates for master's and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences.
Will the candidates for a master's degree from the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science in Medicinal Chemistry and Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Please join me in recognizing these master's degree candidates. Please be seated. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Please be seated.
And finally, I call Dean Barbara Kopp Miller, University College, to present candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees in the University College.
Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees from University College please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of University College, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Please join me in recognizing these baccalaureate degree candidates. Please be seated. Will all candidates for associate degrees from University College please rise? President Gaber, as Dean of University College, I am pleased to present candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts. Please join me in recognizing these associate degree candidates. Please be seated.
Now, will all candidates for education specialists, graduate certificate, master's degrees, undergraduate degrees, please all rise. President Gaber, these students have completed all requirements for associate, baccalaureate, master's degrees, education specialists, and graduate certificates. Well, rise, please. Sorry.
The faculty and the Board of Trustees join me in delivering these congratulations and in noting the insoluble link between you and the University of Toledo. We are linked forever. Our good fortune is your good fortune. Your success is our pride. Now, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the trustees of the University of Toledo, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates for associate, baccalaureate, master degrees, education specialists, and graduate certificates, including those in absentia, the degrees for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and the responsibilities of that degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. The education specialist and master graduates may now move their tassels from the back right of their mortarboards to the back left of their mortarboards. Congratulations. And all baccalaureate and associate graduates may now move their tassels from the front right side of their mortarboards to the back right side of their mortarboards. And please be seated.
At this time, we invite the marshals to escort candidates for education specialists, graduation certificates, master's and undergraduate degrees to receive the congratulations of their respective dean and a member of our Board of Trustees. Candidates from the College of Medicine and Life Sciences, Health and Human Services, Arts and Letters, and Nursing will come forward in continuing order to the west lower stage to my right. Candidates from the College of Business and Innovation, Natural Sciences and Mathematics, University College, Judith Herb College of Education, and Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences will come forward in continuing order to the east lower stage to my left. After students have been greeted by your dean and trustee, you are asked to return to your seats and be seated. Now let's the celebration begin.
Should I start now? Start. Go ahead. Ifeyiwa Ajumobi. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Anita Apunki. Emily Robertson.
Abul Faiz Ahmed.
Stacy Mack.
Anita Stolarak.
Gregory Verzumo.
Zachary J. Gleason.
Benjamin Langford.
Pamela Chardis DeWalt.
Emily Singer.
Christopher T. Lubelski.
Julie Rigo.
Erica Leah Whitney.
Elisa German.
David Guardiola.
Bethany Mallory.
Christian Johnson.
Courtney Moyer.
Walid Al-Khatani.
Chelsea Foster.
Emily Botenbender.
Kelly Sano.
Emily Kaiser,
Samantha Lee King,
Verlina Zernovsky, Sophie Ishmael,
Shani Melum Krisuka,
Jennifer Bryant,
Jessica McGill,
Hiral Jagani,
Joseph Minsa,
Ting Ting Fan, Naomi? Peng Cheng,
Heather Peel Brown,
Con Trin,
Diego Morales,
Poonam Saini,
Christina Sulkowski,
Andrea Miller,
Kara Sattler,
Derek Bazinski,
Lindy Martin,
Suha Salah,
Domini Peruzzo,
Irma Acuna,
Elizabeth Stark,
Abdul Rahim Hamada,
Laura Kovacek, Heidi Baruki,
Alexander Burns,
Kyle Luttrell, Cameron Hunter, Luke Hollebeck,
Seth Holliger,
Jay Holomis,
Andrew Marinelli,
Darian Marsalis,
Joe Holtz,
Eric Apia,
James Scott,
Sunil Sharma,
Sam Perry,
Jewel Song,
Zachary Newhouse,
Samantha Charday Brown,
AJ Aride,
Laura Lapointe,
Nasser Aleyahan,
Lillian Cole,
Carrie Kunkel,
Amel Abdoni,
Abigail Eisel,
Pamela Gaffer,
Courtney Drew,
Sharon Chichi,
Crystal Miles,
Rebecca Lamore,
Jamie Weber,
Ellison Roselle,
Lauren Baker,
Josiah Wagner,
Charles Carroll,
Nora Ambayi,
Nathan Gibson,
Zaina Hassan,
Colin Valero,
Ali Zain Ismail,
Salam El-Ashi,
Safa Ibrahim,
Kirk Stonerock,
Bayan Shabot,
Weston Weaver,
Lali Fitnezeg,
Rebecca Fuller,
Maria Culpepper,
Ayat Shana,
Chantel Ariane Scott,
Trent Santiago,
Alexis Grimaeus Trotter,
Allah Ramadan,
Mitchell Morrison,
Andrew Macavina,
Quintina Luvone Skipper,
Serena Comer,
Tiara Calais,
Christopher Ramsdell,
Sarah Mancuso,
Troy Zimkevich,
Stephanie McAleer,
Melissa Bauman,
Megan Cooper,
Lori Binscoter,
Samuel Arhati,
Gina Muzati.
Ahmed Alnamari.
Rawan Abdel.
Julia Vasquez.
Joanne Hosni.
Martha Arendt.
Tian Zhang.
Udita Bavsar.
Shuting Wang.
Tyrell Cox.
Crystal Ellis.
Megan Buckler.
Angelica Luna.
Alexandra Chasteen.
Ashley Sorovets.
Carolyn Milsk.
Mohammed Almari.
Samantha Rochelle Beaudry.
Khaled Eldassari.
Renato Kelisas.
Faris bin Shalan.
Maimuna Uzna Azim.
Atik Alotebi.
Melissa Minasian.
Abdul Latif Al Naim.
Julie Gretzinger.
Tyler Heft.
Michelle Jolly.
Catherine Allen.
Rebecca Keller.
Jacob Hadley.
Heather Cholette.
Isabella Restrepo.
Theodore Rader.
Enzi Sautina.
Michael Weiler.
Sandra Truong.
Tyler Alexander.
Kylie Rolson.
Susan Dittis.
Kendall Smith.
Abigail Behem.
Holly Richardson.
Caitlin Nitz.
Elizabeth Otola.
Michelle Uhas.
Eric Gooden.
Anastasia Kules.
Brandon Meyer.
Chelsea O'Neill.
Amber Kiss.
Christina Joseph.
Michael Morgan.
Ashley Jimerson.
Andrew Price.
Allison Wyrick.
Kevin Gibson.
Alan Riegelmayer.
Jordan Patrick Jones.
Holly Cross.
John Black.
Brooke Salazar.
Rodney Bowman.
Colette Boothman.
Megan Waxman.
Eric Vandenberg.
Reagan Hayslip.
Danielle Cherney.
Nathaniel Carter.
Claudia Romero.
Justin Chandler.
Tiffany Taylor.
Alaska Stewart.
Darius Griswold.
Megan Maxey.
Chelsea Piper.
Caitlin Tauber.
Dana Buno.
Kiana Smith.
Michelle Chiat.
Ariana Jones.
Courtney Brianna Boone.
Dalen Clark Sr.
Marisa Lucarelli.
Karen Porter.
Brooke Whitman.
Yiji Zhu.
Claire Cadmus.
Wayne Yi Zhao.
Olivia Nicole Lawsey.
Yu Liu.
Emily Horseman.
Lauren Doherty.
Rachel Herschel.
Eric Long.
Jeremy Brown.
Piran Paravar.
Evan Marlene Scott.
Jacob Krugler.
Antoinina L. Evans.
Blake Sonagol.
Arias Walton.
Madison Caswell.
Dominic Moore.
Amber Lisk.
Mia Mastro Mateo.
Matthias Gaynor.
Darius Lamont White.
Jeff Schneiderman.
Cody Corrado.
Marsha Hornis.
Morgan Schaff.
Adriana Bowley.
Nathan Polabel.
David Headley.
Tara Preble.
Jacob Elker.
Emily Vasquez.
Calvin Peters.
Raymond Rodriguez.
Kevin Skurbin.
Delaney McNeil.
Natasha Dupree.
Emily Held.
Kayla Williams.
Silma Espinoza.
Song Young Zane.
Aurora Lopez.
Kianchu Will.
Lisa Foreman.
Yudong Shen.
Jordan Ramirez.
Tinjong Wang.
Ansar Sarsor.
Tanya Darnell.
Jake Conklin.
Daryl Lawson. Layson, sorry.
Max Sanchez.
Ahmed Youssef.
Brige Marshall.
Ahmad Mustafa.
Jesse Curry.
Samir Youssef.
Scott Simpson.
Felicia Bulger.
Dylan Marzek.
Fan Liu.
Zachary Robert Kolaki.
Ailon Zhu.
George Adam Whiteside.
Marissa Butler.
Kevin Schnipke.
Leanne Martin.
Tamara Golden.
Zhaowu Gi.
Vakila Merriweather.
Rebecca Eastler.
Erica Gears.
Philip Coogan.
Elizabeth Bogner.
Anye Umarady.
Melanie Wolfram.
Tucker Scalero.
Connor Bomey.
Matthew Slezak.
Stephanie Jones.
Spencer Ray.
Alexandra Hines.
Mark Parker.
Olivia Smith.
Ted Mirzaevsky.
Michaela Strazula.
Renato Ugarte.
Bryce McWalters.
Mustafa Al-Sheikh Ahmed.
Jacob Bestie.
Hussein Al-Mashama.
Michael Stahl.
Mustafa Al-Khamis.
Joshua Hollinger.
Ali Al-Sheikh.
Josh Toma.
Ela Gupta.
Dominic Sabaris. Michael Kirkham.
Fatima Al-Talab.
Rebecca Dobis.
Yu Hang He.
Danielle Helminski.
Yan Yi Ying.
Jonna Hicks. Tian Townsend.
Miao Shi.
Tia Lee.
Zhan Shao Luo.
Amalachi Indrigualu.
Yi Lin Chen.
Brogan Gasser.
Bohan Wu,
Krista Fisher.
Yingbo Jiang,
Forrest Braddock.
Xiaoyu Jin,
Casey Dolgar.
Wenya Jin,
Caleb Barrera. Brittany Ann Lyons. Patricia Jones.
Wade Weaver,
Nathaniel Gullett.
Jacob Zaker,
Zakia Triplett. Zachary Valaton.
Grace Tico,
Alana Watmore.
Chantel Anu,
Marvella Foster.
Elizabeth Goldnick,
Nicole Brew.
Benjamin Gepford,
Robert Surmer,
David Dwayne Walker.
Cal White,
Judy Lee Walker.
Teresa Jackson,
Nora Vondermeulen.
Daniel Stewart,
Donna Sharper.
Noah Scott,
Stacy Lynn Wojciechowski.
Benjamin Kohek,
Madeline Manley.
Edward Baker,
Danielle Cherney.
Sophia Yana,
Shauna Bethany Bruff.
Danielle Hitch,
Chantel Crane.
Shelby Forrester,
Samantha Geiser.
James Donway,
Sierra Espinoza Hernandez.
Stephanie Mikoski,
Ashley King.
Nicholas D. Ballard,
Alan D. Crawford Jr.
Tamarai Fisher,
Carmela Hill.
Janine Pan,
David Watson II.
Brianna Smart,
Ryan Wedley.
Alina Myers,
Opal Dunlap.
Alice Miller,
Aaron Kelly.
Zachary Wickenberg,
Amy Parker.
Matthew Miller,
Courtney Sikowski.
Kevin Corbin,
Madison Ambrosio.
Joseph Turner,
Joshua McCoy. Jasmine Coombs. Kylie Dawson. Leanne Jones. Justin Taylor.
Wanisha Foster,
Sarah Ohm.
Adrian Lance,
Alexandria Saba.
Jeffrey Verman,
Haley Lingor.
Zachary
Ashley-
Beans,
Ashley Boardman.
Hannah Gaver,
Olivia Pierce.
Kendall Graciger,
Zachary Gore.
Natalie Phillips,
Zachary Krogel.
Mohammed Naji Yusuf,
Abigail McDevitt.
Ryan Reedy,
Reginald Hayes.
Ryan Spillman,
Jared Hightower.
George Bradford.
Allison Munson.
Rocky Honorary.
Sierra Alls.
Jason Honorary.
Elena Gibbs Perosa.
Linda Parra.
Jason Elliott Clay.
Christopher Bureau.
Katie Joelle
Ryan
Iko Angeli.
Ryan Landis.
Alyssa Laris.
David Culp.
Taylor Smead.
Ruth Jacobs.
Cayman Pasco.
Nandy Gilbert.
Lauren Cook.
Karen McLevery.
Sarah Welniak.
Kevin Kolkowski.
Haley Hefflinger.
Abdurrahman Jibali.
Rosalie Maisie.
What is it? Lexus Williams.
Jalen Johnson.
Whitney Tofts.
Xiao Wang.
London Allen.
Austin Holmes.
Julie Fain.
Kaylee Elliott.
Jessica Skipper.
Shelby Schlegek.
Kristen Barrett.
Vanessa Rojas.
Ryan Tui.
Richard Quinn.
Tamila Thomas.
Michael Buttica.
Audra Davis Matson.
Simone Tillman.
Surgeon Jacob Pirola.
Aaliyah Moulter.
Brandon White.
Ashley Pratt.
Justin Lesage.
Andrea Hollett.
Okay.
Catherine Wade. Hunter Marie Morrison.
Tammy Hanley.
Alexander Kravik.
Megan Reed.
Jessica Mariquin.
Darlene Brown.
Judy Gullen.
Shannon Crowell.
Evelina Hardis.
Catherine Elmlinger.
Morgan McCullough.
Robin Noggle.
Katie Lynn Carver.
Catherine Herman.
Larry Sloan III.
Emily Myers.
Tara Holbein.
Jasmine Alexandria Madison.
Tasia Cheney.
Amanda Anderson.
Jessica Kalinsky.
Courtney Morris.
Antoine Huddleston.
Kaylee Martinez.
Caitlin Ward.
Emily Herr.
Danielle Hill.
Dylan Kramer.
Erica Myers.
Regina Jankowski.
Sean Downs.
Aaron Hunt.
Cameron Sitgraves.
Hannity Al-Yamani.
Aaron Engel.
Derek Moran.
Allison Eubanks.
Jordan Lefevre.
Gabriel Garn.
William Bennett.
Rachel Rothrock.
Megan Shore.
Ann Nepper.
Zainab Al-Sadi.
Tara Carrico.
Catherine Rankin.
Hannah Burris.
Jamie Schindler. Anna Wiseman. Corinne Porter.
Kaylee Ream.
Julie Andorka.
Emily Smith.
Amber Remley.
Christy Kyle.
Casey Hershey.
Kara Postema.
Abby Callier.
Kelsey Collins.
Samantha Kathleen Wechter.
Josephine Younglove.
Jacqueline Johnson.
Corianne Silva.
Madison Rapp.
Katrina Smithers.
Brittany Needbalski.
Brianna Martin.
Anna Kuzma.
Emma Frank.
Paige Lapowski.
Rachel Kidwell.
Melissa Buckenmeyer.
Brooke Staten.
Melissa Cobb.
Corinne Scott.
Haley Girding.
Rachel Tasler.
Matthew Muha.
Autumn Prinz.
Holly Waldecker.
Sunny Edwards.
Corey Hoosier.
Kylie Peppers. Shaylee Oyer. Pamela Linker.
This is Jacob.
Hunjin Lee. Precious Boateng.
Jacob Hoffman.
Daryl Brandenburg.
Brianna Harvey.
Nathan Strobel.
Gabriella Dubain.
Drew Clifton.
Arushmi Prakash.
Seth Colvin.
Claudia Bitsy.
Ariel Cargor. Imani Barnett. Daisha Ware. Bryce DeGregorio. Kiera Mullins. Morgan Hoover. Kirsty Reed. Kaylee Fleur. Kaylee Sutter. J.C. Flynn. Chad Roten. Thane Schwartz. Debbie Lahoughton. Sarah Martinez. I'm done.
Oh, that's okay. I just left my kid on his knee.
okay, you're fine. Congratulations, graduates. Today you join. Today, you join more than 150,000 women and men who are proud alumni of the University of Toledo. They're making a difference in communities across the U.S. and abroad as entrepreneurs, artists, business professionals, teachers, engineers, physicians, dentists, pharmacists, humanists, attorneys, nurses, environmentalists, and scientists. As you start this next chapter in your life, use what you have learned at UT to benefit the people and places you encounter. Continue to learn because knowledge is empowering. Use yours to help others, to fulfill whatever aspirations you desire, and to better the planet we share. And I also encourage you to have some fun along the way. I'd like to take a moment now to once again recognize all of the important people here who form your support system, your parents and friends, a spouse or partner, children, siblings, and grandparents. Over the past few years, they have served as your own personal fan club. I think you will all agree that without them, attaining a degree would have been far more difficult. To all those people who have been here for you, I say thank you. A huge thank you for believing in your graduate, for offering advice when they faced difficult decisions, for instilling confidence when they struggled with doubt, for sharing laughter when they needed relief from stress, and for caring when they needed encouragement. Graduates, please join me in giving a big round of applause to these family members, friends, and loved ones. Thank you. Additionally, I want to extend thanks to the many UT staff members who worked to plan this commencement. I'd also like to thank Dr. Jason Stumbo, Interim Director of the Department of Music and Director of Bands, and members of our University of Toledo Wind Ensemble for providing today's music. Let's give them a round of applause. And now, what all of today's pageantry and comments have been leading up to, the moment our graduates definitely have earned and years in the making. In honor of our graduates, I'm going to ask all of you to help bring down the house with one final enthusiastic, roaring, foot-stomping, hand-clapping ovation in recognition of them. Let's hear it. Here's to our proud UT graduates. At this time, I ask you all to either stand or remain standing for the singing of the Alma Mater by Moises Salazar. Those in academic regalia will remain standing for the recessional. All others are asked to take their seats after the Alma Mater and to remain seated until the graduates have left.
Alma Applause.